Hello guys, welcome to another video of Elite Expertise YouTube channel. I'm Harika, a practicing consultant pharmacist in Australia. I work as a clinical pharmacist educator for Monash Health Hospital in Melbourne. And I'm educators and directors of Elite Expertise. Elite Expertise is an online training platform where we train pharmacists for KAPS, which is Knowledge Assessment of Pharmaceutical Sciences, enabling an overseas qualified pharmacist to practice in Australia as a pharmacist. It's also a pathway for your permanent residency in Australia. Apart from that, we have courses ranging from Australian Internet Written Exam Prep and Australian Intern Oral Exam Prep to help you achieve your general registration and practice as an independent pharmacist in Australia. We have received November 2023 result and 99 students have passed our institute this time. We are very glad to announce our result. And one such reason for our happiness is Stuti with us, who has cleared her KAPS exam in her very first attempt. Congratulations, Stuti. How do you feel about your success?
uh, feel very overjoyed. Not expected. Without Elite, definitely not expected for the first time. When I first came to know about KAPS, I was very skeptical of even attempting it because I've been away from pharmacy uh, practice since a long time. I graduated in 2017 and I've been working in the industry after that. So initially I was very scared, and then I came to know about Elite. I joined Elite. And then as the classes started, I started to get more acquainted, and you know, I think there was a huge difference in my understanding before and after, like towards the end of the lectures and start before the start of the lectures. So yes, it's a wonderful journey, and yeah, I'm thankful that I'm overcome that part.
Thank you so much for all the beautiful words, Stuti. So, just tell us about yourself. Where did you finish your graduation? I think you're currently in Australia, isn't it? In Melbourne.
Yes, I am in Melbourne. Um, I have completed my bachelor's in pharmacy from Mumbai in 2017. Then I did my master's in from US in pharmaceutical sciences. Following my master, I started working in a pharma company in US itself. And then right before COVID, I went to India actually. I was working in India in a pharma company as well for the last 1 year. And then in March of this year, I came to Australia, and I'm working over here in a pharma company as well. So that's a little bit about my journey.
You've got a good profile actually working in pharma companies. So, why did you choose KAPS pathway?
So when I was coming here, actually, I was not sure. I was told, and for my experience of job hunting, I was told that it's not too easy to get into pharma company over here. That's something that I experienced myself as well. It took me around 3 months to get a contract position, and then after 3 months it became permanent. So it is a little difficult. So I wanted to keep my options open, and even to apply for permanent residency, it is a good pathway to become a permanent resident over here. So those are the two things which actually it's a very interesting journey, because when I came here during my first week, I went to one of the pharmacies to apply for an assistant pharmacy assistant position. And I gave in my resume, and I was coming back, and a pharmacist over there came to me, and she's like, "Why don't you just take KAPS? You will, regret otherwise, because you've done pharmacy. If you are working as an assistant, you will regret not completing your KAPS and doing pharmacy." And that's what motivated me and started my journey to do
I think
KAPS.
it's a sign of the world, like, sending and pushing you. You're great,
Yeah.
good job. And actually, if you're a registered pharmacist, and then if you want to, like, explore your options in pharma companies, they will prefer you more. Like, they prefer
Yes.
registered pharmacists. Yeah.
Yes. And they have a lot of clinical pharmacy positions over here and CROs, for
Yeah.
which, if you are a registered pharmacist having at least 1 to 2 years experience, they really prefer that.
Yeah. Definitely a
So,
registered pharmacist is more preferred than like, yeah, non-registered one.
yes.
So yeah, and like in future also there are laws coming up where they want only registered pharmacists working. So I think you've done a good job in choosing it.
Oh,
Um,
yes, for sure. I'm glad.
so how many months did you spend in CAPS preparation?
Um, I would say I was almost prepared for my July exam,
Yes.
and I got my skill assessment 2 days after the registrations closed. So I couldn't take my exam in July, and then I did the preparation again for November. So technically speaking, I spent a total of 6 months, but I could have done it in 3 months if I had gotten my assessment on time. So
Yeah.
the
True.
eligibility.
I was like wondering why Stuti in the second batch. Yeah. So I'm sorry. So what strategies did you apply for CAPS preparation?
I think most strategies that you all suggested, doing the mocks, listening to the lectures, I had downloaded the handouts, and during the lectures, I used to listen to the recorded lecture as well and take the notes, and then I used to take study from the notes, and mocks helped a lot. So, and understanding. I think one thing that you all had always reiterated is that don't look for the right option. You understand why the other options are also wrong. And that is something that really helped in preparing for the exam. So, completely all the mocks and notes and lectures that Eli provided. I think I did not have to go anything beyond that for preparing.
Yeah. Thank you. So how did we help you in clearing the basics? As you said, like you saw a shift from your understanding. Like you have a like you don't have a practicing experience, but you have like pharma. I mean, being in a pharmaceutical company, you have a knowledge of drugs, but like you don't know the application part of it. And so, how did
Right.
your world change now? And how did we help
So
clearing the concepts? Yeah.
I think I think that's the major difference between what Australia expects as a pharmacist and what we are taught in our bachelor's or even masters, because that education is very industry oriented, pharmaceutics, medicinal chemistry,
Yeah.
whatever subject you're taking.
Yeah.
But over here, the application, drugs, their side effects, their dosages, that is something that we, at least I am not really aware of, especially, you know, even if I'm aware of, it is too long of a gap to recollect all of those minute details. So I would say my suitics and ecology and I mean pharmacology, medicinal chemistry, those basics were pretty good. But when it comes to therapeutics,
Yes.
I
Yes.
think Elite was really helpful because once you understand the reason of why a drug is being or what side effect it has or whatever, then it becomes very easy to remember it. So now I think 6 months down the line, when someone asks me what is the side effect of say acamprosate or something, then I will clearly remember because I actually remember you and sir talking about it. And that is where those lectures had a lot of I would say impact, because it is a lot of explanation that you all put into it, a lot of research from your experiences, from your examples, from your work experience. So that is something that really helped me, because a lot of some basics I knew, some basics I had to really learn from scratch. So that I would say CAPS is like a bridge between those basics and these basics, and it is very important because coming directly from India, you cannot succeed as a pharmacist if you don't have this knowledge. So that really helped.
True, true, very true, very well said. Actually, if I think about Stuti, I remember a voiceover who was like telling, flu vaccine every year they change flu vaccine because it no like it's a different strain coming up. So I didn't even
Yeah.
like that. I was like, okay, this is Stuti, and now she's come back again in the second batch when you stopped again. So I was like
Yeah.
surprised. Okay. So, again, last question. How strongly do you recommend elite expertise for future aspirants and any special message for them?
Oh, very strongly. I've already given your contact to 3, 4 people who are interested in applying. So I would very strongly recommend Elite. Listen to their lectures, do exactly what they say. You don't require all the future students when sir or ma'am or Rekha or anyone says that you don't need to go to those minute details, you really don't need to, because in the end, when you have 100% information, or at least 90% information, it will be very difficult to gather everything, and when you've gone to those minute details. So follow all the strategies that are given, do the mocks, listen to the lectures, whatever strategy suits you all, do it, but just make sure that you're following the strategies that are given by sir and ma'am. So that will really help in clearing the exam. And if you don't remember anything, do the lectures on 1.5x, 2x that I used to do, and that really helps.
Yeah, I would like strongly recommend just lie down on the bed, put it on the screen, and just speed up in the lectures. And the second time, third time, and then of course the first time you have to listen very slowly. The second and third time, just speed it up and revise it. If you're like pregnant women, they can't sit, and like that's what I've been suggesting them as well. So it's okay, like you're exploring your knowledge and you just go have to sit and like apply that. Don't think about the exam, just what you learned, just show it and then come back and you'll clear easily. So yeah,
Sure.
yeah,
I used to listen to the lectures while driving. I
yeah.
used to put it on 1.5x, 2x, and just because it takes me 45 minutes. So I used to do that while driving, second or third time.
Yeah, it shows your dedication. That's good. All your hard work. And you've been a very genius student. Like, some calculations you have made your own methods, which are shortcuts. So amazing. Like I'm noting down them as well. So great job, Stuti. It was so nice to have you here. Thank you for coming down and giving us an interview. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and thank you for all your support and help, and all the other things, extras that you all do. It really helps. Like this lecture we had, recently right now for the immigration and after registration and everything. So thank you so much. It's really helpful.
Thank you, Stuti. Thank you, dear. See you soon. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.